Good afternoon and welcome to the ECM Minute. My name is Scott Ogburn and today we'll be addressing the IRS codes 6055 and 6056. It is through these two codes that the federal government will confirm that the U.S. residents are compliant with the ACA. First, they must be covered under a medical plan that meets the minimum essential coverages laid out by the ACA. And second, that their plan meets the affordability requirements. Now, this information will need to be provided to the IRS each year with the submission of the 1094 and the 1095 tax forms. The information that is required for an employer to complete the IRS forms will need to come from two places. If you're fully insured, the benefit information will be sent directly to the IRS on your behalf from your insurance carrier. For some of you, you may be thinking that you're fully insured with the South Carolina State Plan, and that they will submit this information on your behalf. We have spoken to the representatives with South Carolina PIVA over the last 2 weeks, and they are viewing all employers as self-funded. Now, under the law, self-funded employers, regardless of their size, must submit the information to the IRS on behalf of its employees. South Carolina PIVA will be sending each employer an Excel file in January of 2016. In fact, some of you should have received this documentation and an example from them recently. With this file, you're responsible for completing the forms, submitting those forms to the IRS, much like you do your W-2 reporting now. This leaves you with a large employer liability to both translate and populate this data onto the tax form. Not to mention understanding the 18 different codes that could apply to any given employee and their dependents in any given month. The 1095 is the confirmation notice to the IRS for the minimum essential coverage. Second, there will be data that you will need to have your payroll vendor supply to you. After some discussions with Harris, formerly CSI, they have instructed us and our clients that they will provide the data to you much like the format that PIVA will supply. The 1095-C is the confirmation notice to the IRS of the affordability portion of the pay or play. This places an additional burden on you and your HR staff as well. The penalties that are associated with these requirements are quite substantial. I would encourage you to reach out to your payroll vendor now, if it's someone other than Harris, to see if they too are prepared to assist you with this. We have included a link below that gives you an overview of what an employer should expect, as well as some PowerPoint slides. If you're interested in more information on the ACA reporting services and the solutions that we are providing other South Carolina governmental entities, we'd be happy to schedule a time to go over the IRS forms and the reporting requirements. We'll be traveling throughout the state during the month of July and August. In fact, most of our July dates are completely filled. If you'd like to schedule a time in August, please select the date below and we'll call you to secure a time. We do appreciate your time and have a great day. Oh, now let's go see